Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is SURYANTI with NPM 22411110 from Management Class 23B. Here I will explain the material definition of ethics and culture, the relation of ethics and culture, and an example of rules of conduct in manufacturing companies and banking. Ethics is a branch of philosophy that discusses the moral principles that govern individual behavior in social interactions. Ethics relates to the concept of what is considered right or wrong, good or bad, and directs how a person should act in various situations. The main goal of ethics is to help individuals distinguish actions that are morally acceptable or not, to create harmony in society. Examples of ethical principles include honesty, responsibility, fairness, and respect. In practice, ethical standards can vary depending on culture, religion, or the values held by certain groups. Culture, on the other hand, is a collection of values, norms, customs and habits that are accepted and inherited within a social group. Culture includes everything that a community creates, upholds, and values, including language, art, beliefs, rituals, and social systems. Culture shapes the worldview and habits of the people who practice it. Culture is dynamic, meaning it can change and develop over time and external influences, such as globalization. Each region or country generally has a unique culture that reflects its identity and history. The main difference between ethics and culture lies in their scope and focus. Ethics focuses more on universal values regarding right and wrong behavior, while culture is the collective result of the habits and practices of different societies. However, both influence each other. A society's culture can shape its ethical standards, and ethical principles can influence the cultural development of a society. The relationship between ethics and culture is very close because they both influence each other and contribute to forming values and norms in society. Culture provides the social context that underlies understanding of what behavior is considered good or bad in a community. In other words, cultural norms and values often become a reference in establishing ethical standards in that society. On the other hand, ethics acts as a guide in determining right or wrong, good or bad behavior, regardless of cultural influences. Ethical principles are often considered more universal, such as honesty, responsibility, and justice, although their interpretation can differ in different cultures. Ethics can influence culture by offering widely applicable moral values, which are then accepted and integrated into the habits, norms, and customs of a group. In summary, culture helps shape ethics through local traditions and values, while ethics can enrich culture by providing moral principles that underlie people's behavior. The two work together to create a social framework that includes guidelines for individual and collective behavior within a community. Examples of behavioral rules that are usually applied in manufacturing and banking companies. 1. Manufacturing company. Work safety. All employees are required to wear appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, and comply with safety procedures in the work area to reduce the risk of accidents. Product quality. Employees are expected to follow established quality standards, including conducting regular quality checks and reporting product defects. Work ethics. Employees are expected to work honestly and responsibly, including reporting ethical violations or suspicious actions. 2. Banking. Confidentiality of information. Employees are required to maintain the confidentiality of customer data and financial information, and not disclose this information to third parties without permission. Customer service. Employees are expected to provide good and professional service to customers, including listening to complaints and providing appropriate solutions. Fraud prevention. Employees must be alert to suspicious activity and report potential fraud or legal violations to company authorities. That's all my explanation of the material. Hopefully it's easy to understand and comprehend. If there is a wrong pronunciation of sentences or words, I apologize. Thank you. Walaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.